Hi everybody, it's Rhonda again with scrubbutter.com, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different. As you can tell, I've got a crock pot with oils melted in it, and we're going to do some hot process soap. I've done several batches of hot process and they've all turned out great. However, the texture and the method is a little bit different. I prefer cold process. The soap that I'm making today is a carrot cake soap, and we all know that carrot cake has got a unique texture. That is one of the reasons I'm doing hot process. The other reason is because I am using Cinnabon fragrance oil. I read the reviews. I've never used it before, but what I read was kind of scary. Cinnabon acts bad. It accelerates and you end up with soap on a stick. So we're going to go ahead and do the hot process method, get the texture we want, and deal with that fragrance oil without everything having to be tossed. What I'm going to do with this soap is I'm going to add organic pureed carrots, turmeric for color, carrot powder, and some very fine oatmeal. Now the oatmeal is going to absorb liquid, so I'm going to add a little bit of liquid above what the recipe calls for, and I will be doing that with beautiful coconut milk. Now I've split the coconut milk. I'm going to add some in the beginning and some at the end so that I can try to keep a more fluid batter while I'm trying to get it into the mold. Because the trick of hot process is if the soap cools off while you're getting it in the mold, it's harder to get it smooth. Now we don't want it completely smooth because we do want that texture. And for that reason I'm going to save some of the oatmeal also to go at the end of the cook, along with my super fat, and we'll be super fatting with shea butter, and the fragrance oil, as well as some grated and chopped up soap. Hopefully this will give the little orange and brown specks to the texture, much like a carrot cake. Okay, so I'm going to get started now. My oils have melted. I'm going to add my lye, and first I'm going to add some of my powders and stuff in here and get it all blended up. Hope you enjoy this video, and I look forward to seeing you at the end. got a good thick trace, but I like to go a little bit thicker before I start letting it cook, so I'm going to continue to stick blend a little bit more. And since there's no palm in this particular recipe, there is in the frosting that I'll put on top, but in the actual soap recipe there is not any palm, so it's going to take a little bit longer to bring it to a really thick trace before I start cooking, because it's primarily olive oil, and olive oil soaps don't trace very fast. So here I go again. Okay, it's really thick. We're going to go ahead and let this cook for a while. Now the thing about hot process, when you're cooking soap, don't ever leave it unattended. Okay guys, that is thick enough. So we're going to go ahead, put a lid on this, turn it down to low, and let it cook. See you in a few minutes. We have a little bit of separation, which is quite normal. It's going into what they call the applesauce stage. All you have to do is just blend it back together. I'm going to give it a good stir first. little over 20 minutes. This soap is already at the Vaseline stage and it is ready. I'm going to go ahead and put in the extra stuff that I have here. First, I have sugar and sodium lactate to help it harden faster. That is added to a little bit of the water that I deducted from the upfront water. I'm going to pour that in there. This soap is a beautiful color. Okay, mix that in well. Then I'm going to add in our super fat, which is shea butter. And fold it in and melt it. Okay, and while that's melting, we're going to add in our back end coconut milk, and I have mixed inside of it the rest of the oatmeal. Okay. To that also, we're going to add our fragrance oil. When it comes to that fragrance, it smells so good. I want every drop in there. All right. Holy moly. This smells good. As you can tell, the fluidity of this soap really didn't change that much. I don't mind adding the extra moisture because of the oatmeal for one. And for two, the frosting that I'm going to put on top is cold process. It takes 4 weeks to 6 weeks at minimum to cure. So this soap is just going to sit for 4 to 6 weeks before it's ready. Alright, last thing I want to do is I want to fold in these soap chips. Hopefully it'll give it a little bit of texture that you see when you get carrot cake. Now, I don't know if this soap is going to darken. I'm not 100% on how hot process and vanillin does. I've never really used anything that darkens on the hot process that I've done. So I guess time will tell. This is a good experiment to find out. If not, look at that beautiful orange color. It's almost back to the turmeric color. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this into this mold. I'm going to try, well, I say I'm going to try this, but I think it's probably smarter if I just pick up the hot crock pot and just pour it in. But I'm going to scoop it. I don't want to get burned. I guess it would help if I got that in better view. Keep those sides scraped or I'm going to end up having charred soap. I'm going to have a little bit left over. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's time for the cut. Last night I was able to unmold this before I went to bed, and that gave it a chance to harden a little bit before we cut it. That's the one good thing about hot process soap, is that it hardens really quick and it's fast to work with. Now I did put cold process soap on top, so hopefully when we cut this we won't have any separation issues. If we do, it's just going to be a carrot cake soap without frosting. But let's hope, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Alright, here we go for the first cut. Gosh, that slices like butter. And there we have it. You can see the little bits of orange and brown in there. I'm not sure if fragrance oils darken up hot process over time, because I've really never been really big into hot process soap. I do like it and see that there's a place for it. It's just I prefer personally cold process. And I apologize if I've had to edit out any of the making of the soap. While I was making the soap, I was here, just me and my daughter, and we were doing our thing, and then her dad, my husband, comes in, and he didn't realize that I was filming, and he just started carrying on a conversation with me and started asking me what was that smell, what could he smell, and I asked him, I said, what does it smell like? And he says it smells like food, it smells like dessert. And I'm like, it's carrot cake soap, I don't think I'd want to eat it. But anyway, I apologize if I had to edit out any of it. It's real life, but he doesn't want to be on film, so we'll edit out whatever he pops up in. You can see that each one of these slices is consistently gorgeous. That is my carrot spice cake soap. Don't eat it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I put up a new video. And share with your friends. Sharing is caring. And y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.